good, ladies and gents? This is another day of doing backtesting until I'm profitable. This is day 209, I believe. Yeah, this is day 209. It's 26th of November. I think we should just start right away. We already have the charts loaded up, so I don't think we should delay in anything. Let me just set some stuff up and then we can get started. Righty, so gonna start doing the backtesting. We'll obviously start with the daily time frame here and do the analysis. So far it looks somewhat bullish. We're in the weekly time frame, by the way. Let's check. We're in the weekly, and ES has already run these lows. They are both close to these lows, but this reversal is looking really good. With this SMT, you can see this low here wasn't run. Well, NQ run it, giving us some confidences that we could be bullish. So first things first, SMT and run on the lows. ES also had a run on the lows, but on SMT here. So I'll be looking for some like daily targets inside, such as this one here. Right, so this is the first target. Now when you check the 4H, we're going higher, and that's really good. I have a 4-hour gap. The reason I didn't mark this one is because it's too far. If I'm looking for it to go higher, it wouldn't obviously like drop to this gap. It might do it, but I've never seen all those of all the instances I've seen, that I didn't see any of that. Maybe it could reach the closest gap, then it goes higher. So yeah, maybe a new high of the day as well. Alright, so we're in a 1 hour fairly gap now. Checking up the 15. Well, we also have some lows from London, so it's a good start. Maybe it's gonna run this low, then later expand higher. That's what I'm expecting for the day, and these are also relatively equal highs, showing me that there is liquidity on the upside. Right, so I think we can just now get the ball rolling and see what happens. Alright, the 15-minute is showing we've run these highs here. I would have loved to long it here, but I'm not confident enough right at the open. But bang, ends up hitting, so run these lows. It didn't reach all the way to this London low. Just run this one here and then reversed. Maybe any possible entries would have been here, but the way the strat works is I'd put my stop here, which you can see that I would have been stopped out already, and it was an SMT. So maybe here you'll enter another model. You can see here there was a sweep. After the sweep, price pushed higher, so you might wait for it. Other confluences, you have a retracement into the gap, but that's not my model. So all I would have to do is wait or use the 2-minute. You can see the 2-minute provided a very great inversion here. At this candle, your stop will be around here, and then obviously the target will be there. So this will be a great trade in the 2-minute. So this is the first thing I would mark out. Now the 1 hour is looking bullish, obviously. So this is where the entry should be, at this close. So the stop will be somewhere around here, 27. then target this high for a 2.5 hour. And that would mean around 500 or 52. So I think this one, I saw it in I'm backtesting this one in hindsight, like seeing potential entries and exits. Now the thing is, here we don't have like any big POI, but I think there is actually. The 30-minute is there, the 1 hour it's there. There are many confluences actually. I wonder why it's black now. And you can see it's a good push. Now I believe it's gonna probably continue to this daily high maybe. So let's see if it will provide like a retracement. So buy side here has been parsed. Maybe it's gonna retrace, maybe not. Whichever it does, we adjust accordingly. So let's take predict here. So it's a new hourly open and a 4-hour close. Considering how this 4-hour closed, I'm confident it's gonna be bullish. Alright, there's the retracement into a 15-minute gap. Apparently you can see there is this inversion here, and it's the same as the 2-minute. You wait for it to hit here. Let's see if it reaches there. Bro, really quick, ends up hitting the target. Banger. So you can see 40 handles for 122. That would be fire. So good rally to the upside. And the retracement to the 15-minute, even though it wasn't as deep as it was on ES, meaning leaving behind some SMTs obviously, and having the inversion at this candle here, so you'd long it with your stop somewhere around here and see if it reaches here. So that was a good one. Let's see what is happening here now. Saturday night, rest of your life. I'm so easy. Right, there's the drop into the 15 and a rally on this low here, parsed. Right, next day, another new case study. Alright, so this day, I still believe it could be bullish, but I would like to see more confidences, and if it becomes bullish, obviously daily highs will be the targets. But as of now, well, we had a good retracement lower, then pushes higher, so I believe it's gonna continue higher. Maybe if this 4-hour gap here decides to hold, but there's also a 1-hour gap, so I'm getting more confidences that show the price could really hold. Now when you check the 4-hour on ES, is it the same thing? So for the 4 hour on ES doesn't have the gap, but in the 1 hour there is. Now there is an SMT here. $9.30, there we go. Get the rally, the run on the low. Here's the SMT and the sweep. Well, the terminal has not inversed yet. So this is where the long would probably be. Let's see if we can long it. There is no gap that will be against my bias. Then I think if this one like becomes a stop out, it will be just random data. With you. I think this high is a suspect. By the way, let's just see where are the London lows, London highs. We're on Thursday. London highs here are relatively equal, like this, but I'm gonna take the low hanging fruit. Oh, that was quick. So let's see at least if this liquidity target gets hit, and obviously it gets hit. So I think it's not because of the stop adjustment, because most of the trades I put the stop here, but putting the stop here isn't the solution, I think, because having 46 handles stop is really big if you think of it. And then it rallies high. This is what I hate. Okay, now we have a 15-minute retracement with an insane SMT. There it is. I'm targeting here. Let's see if the SMT doesn't get invalidated, or if it ends up going higher, then you end up getting stopped out. So it's part of the game. So one thing I've noticed on this day is maybe I could give the stop a little more breathing room. So yeah, the day was bullish as I was expecting, and I ended up getting 2 stop outs, and this will be my next target. Price is still in a 4-hour gap here. The hourly has some sort of SMT with ES. So this is my lowest hanging fruit for the day. And here's the SMT. And here is also a close high, which is the London high. By the way, this is also some good liquidity. So maybe it's gonna run here, then start going higher. So press run this high, then reversed, then hit that high. Oh, well, this is some chop. So don't press as run this high. Whoa, so this is a really crazy bull run, as the targets get hit. So this is the next daily high. So now there's also this high. Let's see which one gets hit first. So it looks like we have an SMT at this highs here. Wait, it's not an SMT actually, sorry. Alright, so I think I would like to long that this inversion here. Target this high. 15 minutes. So, okay. Let's long it like this and see. Oh, come on. Seriously, every trade that I'm taking, this is happening to me. What am I doing wrong? I think I should be refining some stuff here. For example, I should have recognized the detail that there was this gap here. This candle here. I've done it like this, but maybe to have the consequent encroachment of this week. Let's see. Crazy. Right, next day. Now checking the hourly. Bro, what happened yesterday was phenomenal. Everything kept rallying for around 450 points. So how many bullish days in a row can we have? Right. If it starts dropping, then I'll look for the lows, but it looks like some 4-hour gaps are still holding. Got the Asia lows here. here are the Asia lows. So this run lower was insane. So is it gonna reverse? I really don't know. I would have liked it to reverse, but it looks like it's gonna go lower. And now here's the SMT. No, this gap here would be suspect. Sounds so easy to fall in love with. I think I'm gonna close it here because of the 15-minute gap here that's rejecting price. Man, this is really hard. When I move to break even, it doesn't do a thing. When I don't, it flies. Literally flies. .6R. This is the high here. Very good 1 hour gap that's holding. The high has been run in ES, but at 9:30 actually there was this inversion. Wait, missed detail. I think this will be a missed detail. Have a run on the low here, and you can see there is nothing as a run here, so there's an SMT, and this is the target, this high here, which NQ is close to, so longs will be good with this and this for round 42, so that will be 500 over 42. That's 12 micros. Cause I'm so easy. Oh, Saturday night and the rest of your life. I'm so fall in love. I'm so easy to fall in love with you. Bro, this would have been a 3 hour, but I'm okay with what I've got. And I checked the 4 hour. The next candle hasn't opened just yet. Checking the daily, this high here is really far, unlike is really far on NQ. Maybe it's probably gonna start to drop after this, I think, because it just ran the highs. So the inversion was here. Look at how good this move was. So the daily high has now been hit. Whoa, so this is a really big daily candle. 400 points. So there's a daily high here. I would like to target them if the market is still bullish, but if it's not, then maybe I'll look for the lows, but I'm looking forward to the high here. SMT as of now, right? Run on the lows. So is it gonna reverse? Oh, these wicks are showing something probably. I'm checking the 15. It's rejecting real good. I have a good high here. So these are relatively equal highs actually. Be looking to these highs. Looking to take out these highs. Let's see if we add one more micro. What stop was that? Well, that was a quick one. Another inversion right there, so maybe we could long it again with 3200 stop, take profits here. Seriously, what am I doing wrong? But I think I've seen it. I've already seen it. Like, can see how close it falls this low after retracing to this inversion. So that's the mistake I should correct. So will this trade give 2R? Huh? $560. Let's remove some more to make it full take profit. Will it offer a 2R? Let's risk it and see. Banger. Full 2R. So it could have hit a 2R, but I think this is luck. You can see, like, I would have targeted here, would have been better. 1.5R. Well, this model isn't the easiest, to be honest. Well, honestly, it doesn't look like it's gonna continue going higher after this bearish momentum, and the way the daily has a very big wick to the upside as of now. I'm kind of leaning somewhat bearish, but it will depend on what I see, like where I see the most of the confluences. As of now, we have a run here. There's this gap here that's holding. Maybe we'll do something like this, run the high, then start delivering lower. Relatively equal highs left behind. Inversion there. Will we get a retracement? Alright, there's the retracement. Now maybe this is when I would like to long it to here. So let's see. Apparently the inversion doesn't get respected, and this is a direct stop. Even though we were stopped out, this would be an A plus still. So we have now a run on the Asia lows, like here. So we have a 1 minute inversion here. There's also another one here. So let's keep trying to long it. Cause I'm so easy fall in love with you. Saturday night. He take profit already, man. Well, that was quick. But this was a A plus trade. Good run to the highs. I mean, I believe the market conditions were easy as they are now, but yeah, whatever. It's ooh, why did I go to London, New York AM? Ho ho ho! Good bullish day. So 4 hour is a good retracement here. It could be a new day. Run on the lows. So there's an hourly gap here. So I believe maybe today we can have a move to the highs. By the way, where is right here is Asia. Asia lows and highs will run. Right here is the inversion. That's 9:47, 15 minute. I'd like to target the lowest hanging fruit, should be this gap here. So it will be 500/70. I would like to target it, these highs here or these ones here for a full 2 hour, but the fact that we have this gap here is making me kind of skeptical about the entry. We're gonna take it anyways and see what happens. Man, this thing can never allow me to progress. Okay, so maybe it's setting itself up for a better liquidity run, such as this one here. These are relatively close. This is insane. got 2 minute gap. Version of this one here. Right. So we're having a good run, but I'm not capitalizing anything out of it. I think it's because maybe I'm making things a little too bit mechanical. Right, this is the 15-minute gap retracement. I would like to long it as of now, actually, after this gap here. $1.5 position. Let's see what happens. Oh, come on. Seriously. Right, let me see where I traded and what happened. On Tuesday around 10, there was short, but the afternoon session was clean. Right now is the 4H, not the best one day. Basically, it's not in any substantial gap as of now. So we're in some kind of chop with this 1 hour. So there's a daily low here. If it looks like it's bearish. Some of the block here. Yeah, as I expected it, the low gets run. Right now, here's the SMT. Like to long it here. There's the retracement. The chances that this 15-minute verses are really low. I would rather wait. Yeah. shot works. Anyways, I would like to long this, but then it's not looking like the best thing to long now. That's 500 over 90. Let's just see what happened. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I would like to close this position because of this 15-minute gap once I can. Every time this happens to me. Right, 15-minute has inversed. I wanted to target this high, but it looks like it's really, really far. I'm gonna get stopped out here. I think I'll short it today. Still looking for this low here. You have had the run on this high here and the inversions here. I would love to wait for a retracement. I'm gonna short it here stop somewhere around here, but the problem is that this will be a one-to-one. Right. Placement into the gap. Seriously. Seriously. This consolidation will kill you. But yeah, I think we're gonna close the session here. I mean, it was not easy, but we had a really good draw and we made all of this in just 30 minutes, so this was great today. Then after this, the chop. Well, I guess we gathered some substantial lessons from today's backtesting session and maybe start to apply them in the next ones. What I learned from today's sessions were where to place my stop. Like sometimes I make it too tight, but a 1.5 hour is also okay, and that is in consolidation times. That's where I should be a little bit careful with my stop. Another thing is I don't have to wait for the low that I have put in my mind. Like any liquidity run could give me an entry, and I think that will be all for today's trading. And until next time, stay blessed.